Hey everyone, I have another Midjourney reference tool that you all should be using. You can find it on GitHub, I'll leave a link in the description. It's Midjourney Styles and Keywords Reference. It was made by Will Wolfkin, who reached out to me and showed me how much effort and work he put into generating all of these references for us to see in one easy place. Let's go through some of the features here. If you want to submit some of your own ideas for him to test out, you can click on this right here, and he's laid out some instructions for you. Let's get into the heart of the tool. We have the styles here and comparison pages below. And what's really great about this is you can see each of the styles in the different versions. And he's updated this all the way to version 4, which is pretty crazy. And just to point out, even if it wasn't updated to version 4, you could still learn a lot from everything he's compiled. Because it's not necessarily the result, it's the words and it's the prompts. You can take these and apply them to any version in the future. Here are all the colors. From your dark grays through your reds, your oranges, your yellows. And you can see just how big of a difference green yellow is from lawn green. Ooh, light blue, I like that. Powder blue, that's a good word. Steel blue, where's blue steel? Let's explore some more. What does he have under themes? Oh, okay. Of course my internet goes down just as I'm exploring this. Great. Alright, I'm back on a different day wearing some different clothes. Let's return to that reference sheet and take a closer look at it. Let's take a look at themes. Look, it's got from version 1 to version 4 and Midjourney here. Just so much work done. That's amazing. We're going to give a little scroll and I'm going to take a note of the ones I find the most impressive, the most visually interesting, and then I'm going to make some pictures with those styles. Surreal is always beautiful, science fiction looks great, imagined, that's pretty cool. How would you write that in a prompt? Imagined style? I guess there's only one way to find out. Let's give it a shot. Actually, I'm going to go through as many references as I can, and then we'll take a look at the result on Discord after. Weird core, look at that. That's freaking cool, man. What could we make with that style? Lyrical abstraction. Love that phrase. Not sure how much it really does compared to the others, but still beautiful. We have fantasy, ethereal fantasy, and dark fantasy. 3 big differences there. Fantasy map. Love me a good fantasy map. Illusion. Let's try some retro and modern. Retro wave. Heck yeah, dude. Future funk. I'm down with that word for sure. Love cassette futurism. There's a lot to go through, so I'll try and speed up this process a little. Here are all the sci-fi ones. Aurora Core, one of my favorites. Lightsabers, they don't work really well in Midjourney right now. Dragon Core, those are sick. Spriggan Core, that's pretty. Ghost Core, like that a lot as well. A bunch of different rooms and their names. Oh, this is great. Living room, lounge, den, front room. Shout out to this guy who showed up in the den generation. Bedroom, guest room, bathroom, greenhouse, atrium. Atrium, that's a great word. Study. Hello there. Office, home office. Nursery, also a great word. Oof, look how many we have to go through, and these are just in themes. And this is just in version 4. Oof, are we gonna go through them all? I don't know. Ziggurat, that's interesting. Googie, never heard of that one before, but that's kind of cool. Cyborgism, interesting. Robotic, also great. Lego punk, Lego gear punk. Whoa, check out these music styles. Funky, groovy, disco, rave. Those are some sick pictures. Chill wave, I really like those colors. Hyper pop, one of my favorites. Spongle, what is spongle? I don't know, those are unreal. I gotta try that. Spongle. All of those were just in themes. Let's keep exploring, but I also want you to know that I spoke to the author of this page recently, and he let me know a few interesting things. One of them that might be most interesting to you, he said that there are a few Easter eggs hidden on this GitHub page. I don't know exactly what he meant by that. I didn't ask him any further details about it. I kind of want to see if I can discover them on my own as well. And he said that no one has found them yet. So that might be fun to play around with and try and discover on your own. In a little bit, I'll let you know about another tip he mentioned. Here in design styles, take a look at ornate, one of my favorite words to use. So powerful, gets you really intricate designs. Unreal word. Kolmogorov complexity, haven't heard of that one. Flat design, that's pretty great. Let me try that one. Patterns, these will come in handy for sure. And keep in mind, anything you see here Sure, it's going to change with version 5, but it's only going to get better. So anything you learn now can definitely be applied in the future. Pinstripe, pretty cool. Grid, oh, those are sick. Axis lines, like that a lot. Checkerboard, unreal. Halftone gradient, unreal words, man. Oh, it does such a good job. Memphis pattern, what? No way is that real, that's so cool. Camouflage, that's pretty sick. Diffraction, interesting. Rorschach, whoa. I'm gonna use that one too. Looking through elegance, beauty, and appeal. Luxe, that's a great word. Different than luxury and luxurious. Mostly related to gold. Charts and diagrams. This will come in handy for sure. Pictogram, great word. Feynman diagram, oh wow. Decade styles. You can really see the difference just a couple of numbers make. We have the decade, the pattern, and the decor. Big difference every 10 years. 50s pattern, that is sweet. 80s pattern, oh my god, that's so good. Y2K pattern, pretty sick as well. Look at these psychedelic ones. Psychedelica is definitely one of my favorite words. Same with acid wave. Psychedelic design, that's pretty sick. Kaleidoscope, that's powerful. Spirograph, very interesting. Sacred geometry, that also might be pretty powerful. Astral, love that word, man. Mandelbub. Burning ship fractal, that's crazy. Newton fractal. OP art. Op art? What is that? That's so cool. Lisa Zhu? What is that? Okay, look, let's jump into Discord and you can see what I've created with some of the styles we found so far. Then in a future video, I'll go over every cool thing I found from this website. How does that sound? Because there is a lot to go through. To Discord. Alright, we're gonna start with Imagine style here. Not really sure what it did. I'm kind of shocked that it gave it all the same color. You don't usually see that, considering imagined isn't really a word that describes color, as far as I know. Weirdcore style. These are sick, man. Look how provocative number 4 is. I don't know what's up with that, but I could get behind Weirdcore. I'm into this. And went with Weirdcore Aurora. I didn't play around with word placement for all of these. Mainly it would just take way too long, but number 1, really good. And because it would take too long, you'll see I stuck with superhero and then the style I found after. Future funk. Oh, highly recommend. I got goosebumps again just looking at these. Love number 1, love number 3. I like number 4 a lot too. Spriggan core style. Spriggan core? Sprigatito? Isn't that the new Pokemon? I had never heard of this word before, but clearly it means something environmental, something earth-like, sort of a swamp thing, sort of a poison ivy thing. They're all pretty good. I like number 3 though. Ghost core. This certainly has a vibe to it, almost weird core in a sense. And these are kind of spooky. Cyborgism. I can get behind this one. I love how it doesn't necessarily take over the whole frame. It just adds accents to it, like his shoulders here. Spongle. Dude, spongle is the word of the day. What's the word of the day? It's spongle. Look how good these are. What does that even mean? Why does this exist? Why does Midjourney know what spongle is? Love Abe Lincoln in number 3. Love number 1. Number 2 is really cool. Number 4 is sick. This is just unreal. Are one of these gonna be the thumbnail? Probably not number 3, maybe number 4, but maybe number 1. Like that's pretty YouTube thumbnail-ish. Flat design. Wow. Oh god, this could be used for so many things. Icons for your business, like clip art for presentations. This is so good. Memphis pattern, holy cow. I never knew what love was until I found you. Cheers, Midjourney. Oh my gosh. I honestly think I could re-roll Memphis pattern all 4 billion times and never get sick of any of these. And then you really just have to imagine using your own subject, your own words, in addition to Memphis pattern. Possibilities are endless. Truly endless, it's not even a hyperbole. And then one more thing. Memphis pattern with tiling in version 5. Oh my god, that would be the coolest thing ever. Had to try superhero Memphis pattern. Wasn't really sure what it was going to do. I guess I kind of pictured number 3 here. Number 4 is a little scary, like don't look too closely. I like number 1 though, that's awesome. Rorschach style. You're gonna get like an ink blob test version aesthetic. This could look really good with animals. Honestly, any subject would look good with this. Luxe style. I mentioned the gold. I can really tell that in number 2 and number 3. Number 3 is a sick picture, man. Like, look how inspiring that photo is. Leaving the head out of it. Can't you just imagine that Superman story? Number 1, that's a pretty cool picture. And number 4, I actually like that a lot. Is that the thumbnail? I don't think that's as catchy, but that's a good picture, man. That's a good picture. That's a good meatball. That's a good meatball. I'll give $7. No, I'm not gonna give you any money. I'll give 12 bonus points to anyone who can tell me where that quote is from. But please don't Google it, because then maybe you'll find it. I don't know. Pictogram. This is great for icons and clip art. This is unreal. Benjamin diagram. I think I spelt it wrong. I read it later so you'll see. But this still came up with something. Maybe it's just the word diagram that did that though. Schematic style. Oh my, look how good number 3 and 4 are. That's so sweet. 50s pattern. She got a few too many legs here, but I can get behind it. I like number 3 a lot. Whoa, goosebumpies, bro. Holy cow. Look how good these are. It's just like oh my god, 80s pattern. Inject that into my veins, dude. Number 1, I'll take a side of number 2. Hey, fill me with number 3, and you know what? Toss in a number 4 as well there, sir. Thank you, Midjourney. Again, I want to point out how good this would be with tiling. Crazy. 90s pattern, not bad. It was still pretty cool, right? Kaleidoscope style. Putting the subject in the middle and then having the camera and the world and that tunnel vision. Oh god, these are insane. I love Midjourney so much. This is so much fun. Thank you all for watching and engaging with me. I feel very honored and grateful that I get to explore this technology with all of you. Thank you for sharing your thoughts and your comments and your suggestions. The future is exciting, and I'm glad you're there with me. Sacred geometry style. You could get some pretty interesting photos with these. Astral style. Okay. Kind of painterly, kind of boring, but I can get behind it. I mean, number 3 is beautiful. And you know what's really interesting? Eventually, Midjourney is going to have a zoom out feature. It's not going to be out painting per se. You're not going to choose which part of the grid you want, but you can take a photo and you can zoom out on it eventually. What is it going to do when it has multiple subjects in a frame? Is it going to just split it down the middle and then build out with this guy over here and build out with this guy over here? That's going to be curious. Okay, here's the Feynman diagram, which I think I spelled correctly this time. And I guess it's a little more of what it was supposed to be. These are pretty cool looking. I think I'm going to upscale number 1 just because it's so unique. Op art? What is this? These are insane, man. Look at number 3. I had number, these are, hey, they do something to your eyes. I don't blame you if you can't stare at these long. But boy, you're missing out if you don't. Okay, wait, before I go any further, let me tell you about one more tip that the creator of that website told me. He said that putting symbols in the middle of compound words, such as the and symbol, a plus, or the little squiggly line, can produce varying results. He said that when he's tried this in the past, prompts like hot and dog and hot squiggle dog have put an actual dog in a hot dog bun. That's pretty fascinating. I don't know what it's gonna look like when you try it. Please let me know about your experience if you happen to use that tip. Okay, back to Discord. Here we have topographic style. You can see this is a pretty strong word. Gonna give you a very, very distinct style aesthetic to your photos. Blocky style. Okay, I can get behind this. These are fun to look at. Oh my god, perfect Captain America. Really? Like that's unreal. Lisa Zhu style. I have never heard of that word before, but I can absolutely get behind the results. I don't know if I would have mentioned modeled style if it wasn't for number 4. That's amazing. Do I put that in the thumbnail? I don't know how I'm gonna choose. The last one I'll point out, I really didn't know what it was gonna come up with. Gliophorus sitacanus style. Gliophorus sitacanus style. Sitacanus? I don't know, but it seems to like turn your image into a bird, or at least give it bird-like features. That might come in handy. That's a very specific thing you can do, but maybe that's just the perfect accent for your photos. Let me know which ones are your favorite. Stay tuned for a future video where I go over everything I find on that reference page. Give a shout out to Will if you can for all this work he's done. I hope you're doing well. Take care, and I'll see you next time.